offensive boards there. Foul's going to get charged to Nevaeh Buntley.
Each team with 5 rebounds apiece in the early goings. Free throw attempt. Perfectly done out of the hands of Colleen McCullough. And right there, that's a big bucket for Moy to kind of try to settle down
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
game.
Settle the nerves down. Hey, let's get one up and in.
As you mentioned, been in the area after they traveled to take D'Youville on, staying in Western New York for this semifinal matchup.
Should be 3, right? They did make the free throw, right?
Yes. Should be an 8-3 count. We'll get that updated on the scorer's end. Howard to Buntley. Buntley kicks it out. Fake the 3. Long 2. That one's good. As connecting is Morgan White, the freshman.
Morgan White right off the bench and into the scorebook. Wildcats continue their barrage from beyond the three-point arc here to start the game.
White making her way to Damon via Indiana. This one fed down low, won't go. Got her own rebound in McCullough. Able to dish. Put back attempt, no good, and Buntley's there. And Damon. Buntley feeds it into the blocks. Auer traveled before she utilized the dribble. And the Lions get the defensive stop. Keeps the deficit at 7. Lions, Janelle Moore, their senior out of Spring Valley, New York. His way to McCullough. Now Yearwood on the near side. Works it in the corner for Rizzatelli. Her pass attempt knocked away. Pikett running the floor. Pikett still with it, lost the handles, was knocking away, and she was the last one to touch it. And the Lions able to create another turnover there and keep this game at 7.
Unlucky break there for Claire Pikett and the Wildcats. She made a nice defensive play, just getting that deflection and steal at the other end, but then just lost the handle in transition there.
That long jumper, no good. Another offensive rebound by Mikola. She'll kick it out, and that attempt, not a shot, but the whistle coming beforehand as there was a foul on the floor. So 10-3 and an inbound coming from the baseline for the Lions as Bentley will check out. Excuse me, Nevaeh Buntley will check out. Here comes the inbound to Mikola. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. She'll put it up, got fouled in the process. Almost got it to go for another chance at the 3-point play, but instead she'll shoot 2 from the free throw line. Colleen Mikola this season a 54% free throw shooter, averaging 8.5 points a game. And that one just rattles out after she made the first one on the last trip. Measures up the second one. Good touch on that. Allows it to drop. And Damon making another switch as Kylie Chapman will enter. And that's one of the points of pride of this Damon squad is the depth that they can go to on this bench to keep fresh players going in and out. Jacinto. She'll take some room to drive into the paint, kick it out. La Pertosa. Her 2 attempt is good.
Yeah, Damon just continues to get really good looks pretty much every time down the court. Jacinto gets into the paint there, draws some help, and Lapertosa's wide open in the short corner.
Turnaround jumper in the blocks is no good. Lapertosa, the defensive rebound.
Yeah, Lapertosa does it at that end. There's Auer on the rim run.
And a great feed to find the cutting Morgan White, who lays it in for 2 as they threaded the needle on a pair of passes. Now the Lions looking to respond, down by 10. Rizzatelli. Now for Janelle Moore. Yearwood. McCullough. Turnaround. That one a little strong. Good box out that time by La Pertosa to grab the board. They're running the floor again. Howard with a couple ball fakes. They'll settle into the half-court offense. Cintio gets it out high. 10 on the shot clock to work with. They'll get it back to DeCintio. Moore keeping the watchful eye. She'll work off the screen. Bounce pass comes out. Jumper for two. It's nothing but net. And Morgan White coming in off the bench and making a big difference.
How about Morgan White? She's averaging just 2 points a game this season. She's got 7 already.
Just never know who you're going to have to rely on in postseason play. 3 attempt. There's good. As Sophia Yearwood connects from long distance.
Boy, did Malloy need that.
Gets it back to single digits. Trying to steal that one was Moore, but she'll be guilty of the reach-in.
Yearwood, for Yearwood, her 67th three-point field goal of the season. She leads the Lions, shooting 39% and averaging 10 points a game while coming off the bench. So exactly what Christine Varell needed there, but it's still a 9-point deficit here for the Lions with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Quite the impressive shooting percentage from behind the arc at nearly 40%. That's a weapon there. See if she's able to connect throughout this matchup. As Damon's offense back to work with 2 minutes left to go in our opening quarter of play. Howard gets it down low. That one is blocked on a good defensive recovery. As getting that block was Rizzatelli, and it was last touched by Damon.
Yeah, she blocked it, and then I think it rolled down White's body there and out of bounds. So
Rizzatelli, the ECC 20 award winner, as you saw at the top of the broadcast. Get it done off the court in the classroom as well as here as the travel called against the Lions.
sorry, I guess White's credited with 6 points thus far. I thought one of them earlier ones was a 3-point shot. Must have been foot on the line.
Another substitution incoming as DeCintio will take a seat and enter Jolene Raposo.
Yeah, Raposo coming in as the backup point guard had 10 big points when Damon beat Malloy down on Long Island in January. So we'll see what kind of impact she can have off the Damon bench.
That foul away from the ball as Rizzatelli got hung up.
Yeah, they were trying to run something similar there, getting White curling in from the perimeter. Rosatelli looked like just kind of reached out and grabbed her, preventing that cut from happening. Was Raposo set a pretty good screen there, right about the free throw line area.
Baseline inbound for the Wildcats. They'll lob this one in. Howard out high. She can play pretty much any position on the floor for them. We've seen her down low, now running out high as well. Pertosa picks up the dribble, needs some help. 5 on the shot clock. Howard, she'll drive. Underhand scoop. That one doesn't go. La Pertosa had it for a second, and a foul called in her attempt to get the offensive rebound.
Yeah, big break there for Damon. La Pertosa did enough to get herself in position and had 2 hands on the ball, but then got contacted, and that's what caused the ball to dislodge from her hands. So Damon will retain possession here. You mentioned Auer and her versatility. I think that's one of the reasons why she leads this team in minutes played. Almost 34 minutes a game for the Wildcats.
She has it there, got tripped up on the way in, and that will be a shooting foul, I believe, this time. That will send Auer to the line. Auer already on the board. Has 2 points, but 3 assists in the early goings. Go along with the block and able to convert on her first.
Yeah, again, she's kind of picking up where she left off Saturday in that effort that got her ECC Player of the Week. Really stuffed the stat sheet in that one and doing the same today.
Offensive rebound on the free throw miss. Pertosa's been very good down low so far for the Wildcats as we hit the final minute. Pertosa takes over. She's going to drive. Goes up strong and lays it in on the underhand scoop.
Yeah, going to her offhand there, the right side for La Pertosa. Just gets right down the lane line. A great drive for the Damon Jr.
Lions going to get it back to 10 or less. Thought about the 3 to Rizzatelli. She'll work it down low, and there was a push in the back that's called against Chapman.
Gonna look at the replay here of that last La Pertosa. Yeah, just right down the lane. The help side defense was too late. She floats it up over the top, off the glass and in.
20 on the shot clock after the foul as they get it out high for Yearwood. Now in between the circles. Moore, crossover, step back. Get it out. 3 attempt from Muller. That one rattles out. And a rebound brought in.
Officials really letting them play, and I think that's really what you want to see, especially at this time of year, right?
Let the players take center stage is on this terrific weekend. Damon, terrific hosts once again as they wait for the okay from the scorers table. We'll have that. A couple substitutions entering for Malloy as they change their look. Inbounding will be Iris Hoffman, the freshman at the Huntington Station. Gets this one in to Muller. Nicola finds Muller. Reverse layup attempt. Lapertosa there for a block. Wildcats out and running. Crossover dribble. Buntley in the corner. Able to save it before she stepped out. 3 on the way. Rattles on in. Morgan White piling up the points. This goes into the blocks. Able to tie it up as DeCintio is there. Jump ball. Will stay with the Lions.
Replay here of that. I think it's the last Damon possession. Yeah, Buntley does a good job to kind of save what may have been a slightly errant pass from going into the Malloy bench, and then White is right there ready to knock it down.
21-point lead. Runner off the glass and in. Casey Campo with a good drive.
Yeah, maybe their most decisive drive of the game there from Campo. She gets right down the lane line. Damon makes it tough on you. You got to take advantage of those opportunities, and she did there.
Wildcats back on the offense. Auer one-on-one kicks it out. Now Buntley once more. She'll drive as she dips the shoulder. Underhand scoop. That one off the mark. Board brought in by Muller. And she'll hand it off to Hoffman. Thought about the 3, and that stutter step cost the travel, and he'll be turned over to Damon. Good thought process there by the Lions. Just took that extra step. Buntley will exit. Cintio running the offense at the moment. Foul line extended out. Back to the top of the key for DeCintio. Started things off in the scoring with the 3-pointer. Crossover. Matchup coming out of the media break. Full court pressure being shown by the Lions. Wildcats able to break it as they get it up ahead for Morgan White. White with 9 points in the first half already. Cintio sidesteps that, kicks it out. Lapertosa, long 2, just short. And Malloy able to chase down the rebound by Moore. Thought about the 3. Now the step back release, and it comes up just short out of the hands of Yearwood. Lapertosa, crossover, kicks it out. They keep it moving. Buntley, she'll let it fly. That one off the back of the iron. Lapertosa had a look at it, knocked it away, but it goes into the hands of the Lions. Yearwood. Now Hipner. Hipner has it blocked. Lapertosa caused that one to go wayward.
Yeah, I don't know if she's going to get credited, with the second or third time at least. We've seen Lapertosa with a presence defensively, just being straight up.
And that long frame of the 6'1" junior. She has 8 rebounds in the first half to go along with 8 points. This number 15 in gray. 5 on the shot clock as Buntley lets it fly, and it goes splash. She was directing traffic, saw the shot clock winding down, and let it go.
The 5th 3-pointer of the first half for the Wildcats, and Buntley's first basket of the game. Got to figure she's taken a lot of the defensive attention from Malloy. She had 17 in Damon's win against Malloy in January, 23 in the regular season win here in February on this court against the Lions.
Pertosa with 20 on the shot clock, surveying her options. White in an hour playing catch. Buntley backing him down, kicks it out to Auer. Auer on the drive. There's that underhand scoop. That time won't go. Good box out for the rebound by Samantha Muller. Approaching 2.5 left to go in our first half. Moore lost the handle, able to recover. Hibner in the blocks. Trying to back down. La Pertosa. But La Pertosa had none of that. Swats it away. La Pertosa. She'll pick up the dribble and hand it off. Provides the screen. Gets the kickback pass. The Wildcats will settle it down a little bit. Auer in the paint. La Pertosa to Cintio. They're in tight quarters. They'll spread out a little bit. Knocked away, but the foul over the back. And that'll go against Danielle Hibner.
Just the first team foul here on Malloy in the second quarter.
You mentioned the absence of whistles. Only 3 fouls called. White will inbound this. Tight coverage by Campo. And Campo's disruption causes the turnover. 6th turnover by the Wildcats. Campo, Hibner. Hibner, she'll toss that one out to Yearwood. They would love to get her open for a 3-look. Keeps that pivot foot down, now dribble. Over for Campo, dips the shoulder, kicks it out. Muller going to drive, floater from the lane just off the mark.